Welcome to part 2 of our $330 2-pound Lego minifigure haul. What is up, everybody? My name is Aaron. I am the Brick Scavenger. If you missed part 1, you should go check it out. We found a couple of good figs in there. I'm not going to tell you what they were on this video because I don't want to spoil it for you if you're going to go back and watch that one after this one. But we split this 2-pound haul into 2 parts so that we could make 2 videos out of it, keep the length kind of reasonable for you. So we are hoping to get at least $165 out of this haul. That would be the break-even point, so hopefully it's going to be more than that. There are 2 different places that you can scoop up this stuff if you see something that you like. I sell parts and pieces of things on Bricklink. And I sell whole figs at auction on Whatnot. Link in the description for both of those things below. I can get you money off your first Whatnot order as well. So that's a lot of fun. Here's the football CMF player. Where's his mask? He needs his mask because it's an unusual mask, but that's actually a decent fig if you've got the whole thing. Here is the judge, and he's got his cape. That's awesome. I hope his gavel's in here, but small pieces get lost quickly, so that may not go well. I'm not sure what that is. Is that a Harry Potter meets something else? But obviously that's a stormtrooper. I'm not sure if we'll sell that thing directly on, let's check his head, on Whatnot or Bricklink. Those are to be determined. We've had a lot of these weird creepy things. If you missed part 1, you missed some super creepy things. So you don't want to miss that. Here is one of these old Western, I can't remember, Lone Ranger guys, I think. But he's decked out. Look at this guy. He's got like a telescope and a blaster. And he's got a satchel. That dude is decked out and ready to rock. Is that Harry Potter? I don't know. Here is some random, I think that's a Monster Fighters guy, actually. That is not real. The Painter CMF. We've got M-Tron. That is hair for elves. The elves fan community is small, but I would say they're passionate. There are elves people out there who pay good money because it's a retired line and it's very, very hard to get now. I actually collect it with my kids as well, so I don't love selling it, but I try to share. There's an officer. I can never remember which officers are good, but he is shooting. Look at this. He's like, I got eyes in the back of my head, literally, and I can shoot you from not even facing you. We bought this lot. Oh, there you go. We bought this lot because of some kind of fantasy and Lord of the Rings stuff that I spotted. Not as much in part 1 as I was hoping. Hopefully there'll be more in part 2, but there's one right there. I can never remember which Lord of the Rings guys are which. But here is, ooh, is this series 1? I think that's a series 1. You guys got to tell me. Man, I never find Series 1 minifigures before, but I think that's what that is. Some R2. We have got some old pirates here. Let's see. We got a weird fake thing there. A dislocated hip there. We've got, that's definitely some Harry Potter there. We've got the connoisseur. Minecraft is obviously not a great seller, but what I do is I sell the armor pieces separate because the people who do like Minecraft can never get enough armor. So I actually will sell this as the armor separate so that people who need the armor can get it. Of course, that means I'm stuck with a whole bunch of Steve, pieces that I'll never be able to move. But what is that? The heck is that? The dog is going crazy. I don't know if you guys can hear the dog, but the dog is going crazy. Maybe that's FedEx. Let's pause this video. Hold on. All right, that was like a 5-minute break for me, but through the magic of video editing, we're right back at it. That was indeed FedEx. You always think when you sell Lego that, hey, great, we're getting some Lego out of here. And then inevitably, the doorbell rings and more Legos arriving. Seems like a never-ending thing. What is that torso? I've been seeing more and more stuff I've never seen before. I don't know if I'm not keeping up with new stuff or if there's just old stuff that I'm completely unaware of, but that's an interesting torso. We'll have to look that one up. Let's see, that is a very dirty Blacktron torso. Here is series, I think that's series 2 maybe? Series 2, which that is the one that's most, is it the one that's most commonly used for the Wizard of Oz? I'm forgetting now. I think it might be. Let's continue on. Let's find some gold here. That witch is actually pretty good if we've got the rest of her. We need some flying monkeys is what we need. There's a stormtrooper. Not much to speak of there. We have got a very bizarre cat that's probably not Lego. Is that a cat or a squirrel? It's got to be a cat, right? I don't know. There's some Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom. Where is Mola Ram is the question on that. Let's see. I don't know my Indiana Jones sets well enough to know, which sets came. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. No, that's not Temple of Doom. That is Last Crusade. That's partly why I'm getting confused, because that's Last Crusade. There's a police officer. Is that a CMF police officer is the question, because that one looks pretty fancy. It might be. Here is, that one looks a little on the shiny side. I don't think that's real. It is not real. That's too bad, because that was almost Alfred from Batman. Almost. That's a pretty good fig, I feel like, if it is. There's that is a Royal Guard from Star Wars. That is not what we want to find. There's an Atlantis. I really like these Atlantis figs. They're super cool. That's the helmet for that. That has seen some Sharpie. Yikes. What do we got? A Han Solo torso there. We got a Castle torso. The face is beat, but it looks like the torso is pretty good. $160 we paid for this lot. I haven't seen anything huge yet in this lot. It's always fun to find what I think is Series 1, so I'm not going to complain about that. And I don't know if this is one of the better Lord of the Rings figs or not. We'll find out after the fact. Honestly, guys, I bought this lot hoping that I was going to find more Lord of the Rings than we actually have found. It's entirely possible that the Lord of the Rings that I saw in the picture is the only Lord of the Rings we're going to get. There's a city fig that doesn't look like much of anything, but I believe that is Poe Dameron's hairpiece, which is a good little hairpiece for sure. Generates a few bucks for sure. And we got to get to 165. There is that Sharpied, or is that the way it's supposed to look? I'm not sure, but she's pretending to be a 501st. $2 or $3 at a time. We're going to get most of the way back on this 165. There's a Prince of Persia fig. That just the black cape alone is, $3 easy. So that adds up quick. But most of this is not adding up. So hopefully there's a piece of gold in here that will help us get most of our money back. There's Indiana Jones meets Sean Connery. These kinds of things add up quick, but not going to turn a huge profit so far. How about this? This is Vitruvius, I believe, right? After he died and turned into a ghost or whatever. Let's see. There's a shark helmet. It's fun, if nothing else. How about, I think that's more Prince of Persia right there. Some decently valued pieces when you're talking a couple bucks at a time. But no gold. No gold yet. Let's see. There's part of a red beard. I'm thinking these things sell really well. These guys right here. I think of them as being either green for Indiana Jones Russians or tan for Indiana Jones Germans. But it's probably this guy's right here, right? The Lone Ranger Cavalry there. Those hats sell very, very well. Here is, I think that's a really good one, actually. I can't remember. I don't think that's the Elf Maiden, right? That is the Forest Maiden. Is that the Forest Maiden? We found her skirt in part 1. I'm spoiling it. But we found it, if you already watched part 1, and we've got her shield. I think that's a real good fig, actually. So that's good news. That will help the bottom line as well, because it was feeling like, I wouldn't say disaster, but it was just feeling like we were going to struggle to kind of break even. But there's a white tricorn hat. That's kind of fun. But that Elf Maiden being complete will help a lot. What the heck is that thing? Boy, there's a lot of weight and trash in this. Hey, look! Look at this. There's the gavel. There's another helmet. Things add up quick, but let's put the gavel in his hand so we don't forget. Again, that'll help cut into, the overall 165 that we have to pay. Let's go over here real quick and see if there's any last minute gold for you guys to see. There's some castle. Some creepy legs, some more trash, some more trash, some more trash, some more trash. There's Sabine Wren hair. That's probably a good piece right there, actually. Some more trash, some more trash. So Sabine Wren hair, again, will add up to stuff. But overall, there's Power Man with a beard. I think that's it for this lot. Definitely, as we say, not retiring to a condo in Florida on this lot. But we did find some good stuff overall. It'll take some work to get our money back on this one and then start turning a profit. But it's part of the game that we play. Finding that not the Elf Maiden, the Forest Maiden, that was super cool. Tune into part 1 if you haven't seen it yet to see what I assume will be more parts from some of these figs. And we'll see you next time on the Brick Scavenger channel, guys. Thanks for being here.